Hi and welcome to the Air Canada Centre here in Toronto, where the Blue Jackets have just ended their 6-game losing streak and also ended their regular season on a positive note with a 3-2 win over the Maple Leafs, who, Aaron, really, they needed this game. They wanted to win this game so they didn't have to play Washington. The Blue Jackets down 2-0, came back with 3 goals, all the second period, I believe, and some really positive signs, at least now going into the playoffs.
Yeah, and a funny sort of juxtaposition here where before the game and after the game yesterday in Philadelphia, Tortorella tried to set the mood of, even if we lose the rest of the way before the playoffs start, I'm fine. I trust this team. Everything's fine. And then before the game was much the same. After they won, you could tell, as he said, it's good to hear the music again in the room after the game. The players were like, you know, we still would have had plenty of energy. We still would have felt good about ourselves heading into the playoffs. But boy, this felt good just to feel what a win is like again. To not be lugging that 7-game losing streak, which is what it would have been had they lost today. And you know what? Beyond just the result, I think bigger than the result, really, they played really well. They killed three full power plays by Toronto early in the game. First period, Toronto has a really good power play, and they looked really sharp and crisp in doing it. And then in the second period, they really started to get going. And I thought, even with Seth Jones out, with resting him, even with Alexander Wenberg out, resting him, Scott Hartnell out, being rested, they still looked really, really cohesive and tight. And I think they feel a ton better about themselves now heading into the playoffs. One
guy who's got to feel a lot better about himself, even better than he did 24 hours ago, was Cam Atkinson. You know, I've written a lot about him recently, kind of just this battle. Here's your team's leading scorer, and yesterday in the third period of a game they were trailing by 2 goals. He sat the last 13 minutes of the game after turning the puck over. John Tortorella, as only John Tortorella could say, he's been brutal lately, and I'm sure Cam would probably maybe not use that word, but he's struggled. But he ends up getting the game-winning goal on a really nice. We were talking about this short, how well he killed penalties. Ends up taking a pass from Calvert.
Beautiful pass.
Bearing his 35th goal this season, and you could just see the weight lifted on him. You even mentioned this during the game. He even hugged a little tighter.
The celebration was different. It was almost a Foligno Bobrovsky embrace where it was like you could just, oh my God, finally. It had lifted, and that was Calvert grabbing Carlson with much gusto. So good feelings all the way around. Korpisalo looked really good.
He got
in net.
As the game went on, I think he got better. The first goal was kind of but he did get better as the game went on, and was one of the real good penalty killers. Made a big save on Austin Matthews. I said to him after the game, I said, "Did you get a piece of that? It sort of looked like it in one replay, but not the other. Did you get a piece of the Matthews puck on that shot?" He said, "I don't know if it touched my pad or if it just hit the post." And I said, "It looked like it maybe got a piece of your pad." He said, "Great save. I got it." That's how he stopped off some Matthews on one of his last
exactly. He'll take
this season. Not many people have done that. Interesting. I think that going in here, yesterday the big story on the blue line was it looks like Zach Werenski will be back, or is certainly a candidate to be back either in the first game or very early in the series. And now it's at the other end of that, they're still kind of searching what they want to do with this sixth, seventh defenseman. And a guy that has come up here all of a sudden is Gabriel Carlson, who was, I believe, the 29th pick in the 2015 draft. John Tortorella, in no uncertain terms, said he's at least going to be here. Now, whether he's in the lineup, wait to be seen. But he is going to stick around this week. I had an assist tonight. I thought it was pretty good tonight.
Yeah, he was. I think he's looked pretty solid in both of these games. I mean, he took a -3 last night in Philadelphia.
But really wasn't that well. I don't think many of the goals were.
It doesn't seem representative. Easy for me to say. I also think, on the whole, I think John Tortorella loves bringing in a new guy.
Just to keep everybody
on a healthy edge, if you will, of, you know what, Harrington needs to be pushing a little bit more here. Nudovara needs to consider himself fortunate to be in the lineup, not guaranteed of a spot. I think he really likes having these guys up here. And with Murray and Werenski banged up, it's really important to figure out if you've got a guy who can play. Is Carlson their number 7? Does he stick around as a number 8 if Werenski comes back in the early part of the playoffs? Perhaps. Perhaps. The other benefit, we've talked about this before about during the regular season, but they can easily get Carlson back from Cleveland if he goes there. The proximity from Pittsburgh to Columbus is not going to be an issue.
Yeah.
Cleveland is still alive in that playoff race. I don't think the organization sees Columbus first, but I don't think they want to pull away from Cleveland unless they have to a body. So Cleveland's still in they won again today.
Right.
So.
But I don't think, I mean, the interesting thing there, the really interesting thing there is he's only played 3 games in Cleveland, so it's not like they would be ripping away a core player from him. The John Madden would be like, wait, I've had this guy all year.
Oh boy, yeah.
I mean, they barely know him.
Right. But he's helped.
Oh,
he's helped.
Yeah.
He's absolutely an AHL.
You look at him, 6'4". I think moves well for his size.
His stick is like 7'8".
Yeah, a very rangy type of good reach. Now, I don't think he's going to blow you away as far as knocking you over. He's not. He's kind of a thin kid, but he just has that ability to knock pucks off sticks. Yeah. We saw it here tonight. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. And again, it's healthy competition, and it's good going into the playoffs to see where they go. And we'll have to do one more of these videos before I think we get started.
I was just going to say, Tom, playoffs.
It's here. Yeah.
Playoffs.
First
Pittsburgh,
time since
first
2014.
round. Second time in 3 years.
It's going to be a lot of fun. And Michael A. Race will be with us. Maybe Todd Jones will hop in at some point.
K-Rob Photo.
Oh, yeah, K-Rob Photo. It'll be much more professionally done, these videos, than me, because I can tell him in his shadow already. But anyway, we'll see you a little bit later in the week. Maybe Wednesday morning, get together, we'll have a video. And read all of his stuff and all of our stuff at dispatch.com. And Aaron,
welcome to the playoffs.
Point us out of here.